So, hello. Hello, this is the last 16, yeah, and this is a live stream. It's been a while that I did a live stream in that game, but I decided to do one today, so why not? So this game, well, for those people that see this in the far future, this is after the release of the Netherlands DLC, a couple of weeks after, let's say. And yeah, essentially in this battle, this is a live battle actually, so I really have no idea what will happen, but I have a Japanese deck, and as you can see I haven't really deployed anything yet. And the reason for this is pretty much because I want to see what's happening first. Yeah, and here I'll do an airstrike on those choppers. Because why not? Airstrike are actually pretty good against choppers somehow. Although I have a Japanese deck, and those chopper are not that... Well, those bombs are not that great against those choppers. I think I'll go do some recon here to see what's going on there, because if there's nobody, we can do something about it. Also, I'll send a command vehicle here, and I will send another one over here, so that if we actually manage to keep and hold that position, it will be very nice. Alright, now what else? Here. Couple of well-placed bombardment might be good. Yeah, there's another CP over there. Sadly miss. Very nice. My team managed to destroy that CP, so we can expect to hold that position now. So as you can see, I'm kind of playing a global support role. Oh yeah, no answer about what's here. There seems to be nothing. So I suppose if there's nothing there, we can go there. But first of all, what I'll do is... No, actually there is something there. Just don't know what that is. When in doubt, bombard it. So my team managed to capture this. That's very nice. It's just a few infantrymen. Well, APC. I think I'll bring in some infantry over here. There seem to be some in my 8. I'll bring some anti-air and I'll bring some tank. I will attempt to take advantage of the situation here. Oh, they managed to lose this again. I'll bring in a vehicle. Because while the enemy is focused to hold that position over there, he's not taking care of other business. I'll keep scouting over here. They're bringing in a few choppers. It's gonna be an issue. That's likely infantry choppers. So we'll bombard that position. That's likely, yeah, it's LRS infantry or something. I don't remember the name. It's been so long. Now the problem is that this guy knows that we have anti-air here, and he probably expects something now. So it's time to move here. Yeah, he does have a recon. I will try to do something about that. But I don't really have anything worth talking about here. Straight over there, just trying to shoot down my recon. Oh, T-80. That can be dangerous. They also have some kind of grenade launcher in there. That was likely a recon. Yeah, I guess they will try to stop me there. Oh yeah, I do have some useful stuff here. Now these tanks are not that expensive, which is a good thing for me right now. So, even if I lose some of them, it doesn't really matter much. So we did manage to retake this. Just have too few anti-air. Now while that MI8 take advantage of my lack of anti-air and waste their ammo on this, I will move my tank closer. Sadly, he's moving right at the right moment. Oh, good. Managed to take them out. That was surprising. Now these troops I'm sending are good troops, I think. Should do a good job, hopefully. Now Sappery might be a bit of an issue. I will try to dispose of those infantry with an airstrike. Yeah, they use seaplanes. I'll just pull back with my choppers. But I don't want to engage all of these at the same time. I'm kinda attracting them into a trap, hopefully. No, apparently not. Oh, interesting. I just saw that there was some good tank over there. So overall, we're doing good, I think. Now that's the good news. I have my anti-air well placed to dispose of all those choppers. Like hurry up over here. So that took care of that. Now I can pull back these choppers. I don't need them anymore. Okay, and now how about bringing a chopper here to scout? Well, here I will pull back my ninja toward... Oh, there seems to be an FOB over here. There's a couple of enemy choppers here, I think. Well, he has it covered. Should be fine. What can go wrong? Okay, how about bringing a scout here, a scout here. We're surprisingly not doing that great. We're doing okay, but we're not leading by an enormous margin. Well, here, I guess what I'll do, I will move a few vehicle forward, perhaps scouting around or at least securing my position. Or getting aware of what's going on over here. Well, here with my recon, I will get eyes on stuff around the place. So they are building up a defense here of heavy T-80. So that means that they are serious about defending that place. And I will move a command infantry here. This way we'll get more points. That never hurt. This guy is taking a risk by moving his chopper here. Sadly, my anti-air are a bit too slow to intercept in this case. It's very likely he landed a few recon infantry over here, so I will send my UE over there. Now, considering that they are expecting me to move here and attack there, and you can see that there's even more reinforcements coming from there, I will instead go for a bit more security. And I will attack elsewhere, because the troops which are ahead of me are not elsewhere. So that's something I need to take advantage of. Now, for example, here there might be some enemies ahead, but not necessarily much, and I will test it out. Need to be flexible on that battlefield. There we go with the recon infantry. Now my ninja are back at being filled up in ammo. So it's time to move them toward my new objective. I'm sending some Rens over there because there might be some infantry in there, and that's a rather cheap unit. A couple of recon here. I might send some troops over there. Yeah, we'll send my recon over here. This way they will scout those anti-air infantry there. That seemed to be helping out our allies over here. So let's send more of those recon vehicle and also perhaps a few infantry. Not yet. Okay, we now know that there is some stuff down there. The infantry will clear that out here. We'll bring one unit of anti-air here. It's very little and probably won't serve much of a purpose, but you never know. So let's kill these. They're not that important, but they have a visual on us, which we don't want to have. Okay, it's time to bring some tank and some anti-air. Yeah, 4 anti-air should be good. Preserving my infantry. We now know that there is some recon down there. Alright, let's move all the way here and unload the infantry here. And protect this here. Now hopefully those recon are dead. This way they won't see my incoming army. We'll send some supply here. This will allow me to refill the rank, but I really doubt that it will serve much of a purpose. Okay, I'll bring some short arrow, which are good against chopper. They seem to be entrenching themselves pretty good in there. Yeah. A lot of troops. Actually, I probably should bring some artillery. Here I have a few MSSR. And I will use this into the forest here. I'll send on those rings over here. Now the good news is that this guy actually has a lot of infantry or elite infantry, and that will be very useful for attacking that town. Actually, my MLRS probably won't be used for that force, but more for that town. This will hopefully allow us to push forward. I will also bring a command vehicle while I'm here. Okay, it's time to send the tank now. There we go, should be fine now. I need to keep up with the gun tanks so I can intercept any chopper coming out from that tunnel. As weird as it is. I'm expecting enemies to be into that town, but there's really no certainty about it. Also can bring my ninja over here. I'll make sure to move these MNRS away. I can see that they actually see my tank. Okay, let's bring those short arrow over here. We're still calling in a few units, but nothing to worry about. I'll send my tank over there. This will allow me to destroy those MLRS over here. Oh, that was a good kill. Very expensive stuff. Now that zone is ours. It's time to continue to push, and I will also bring another command vehicle here. They're really annoying with their seed. I'll bring the recons. Now we actually took that position, or did we not? Not yet. I'll bring a command vehicle for it, or actually never mind. Instead I will call in an army. Of good tank. Because the tank I'm using are good, but not that great. Oops, forgot to bring this one here. Yeah, that position is cleared. Now our short arrow will rush toward the next place. So we will be able to quickly deal with whatever shows up over there. Might be a small risk of enemy here, but no, seems fine. Command vehicle on the way. My gun tank here are out of fuel. Okay, so let's see. To attack that position, a good way will be to do what? Well, let's attack from here. You have my ninja scouting anyway. I'll bring some air-to-ground choppers. There seems to be some action over here. Well, action. That's a big word. I guess I might as well make them move fast on the road. Now, sadly, many players actually left the other side. But that's fairly common. It happens most of the time, sadly. I will do an airstrike on these, even though my airstrike are not the greatest weapon against choppers, because at least it will mess up a bit their aim. Here I'm kind of wasting my toe on purpose. Now that was a good caliber to deal with choppers. Okay, so let's see. Do we have another command vehicle in there? No, we don't. Here I have an army which is out of fuel. But the goal now is really to keep pushing. Now, I do know that there's proper tank holding that position over here. Now, I will waste my APC here to test out the area. The problem is that my allies are bringing more mobile troops, and the other team doesn't seem to have much anti-air. Now the interesting part about that thing here is that if they bring something else, my bomber will be able to know exactly where they are, where they spawn, but apparently that probably won't happen much. He's trying to flee with all his artillery. Oh, I guess it was a victory, somehow. I did okay, but that wasn't a particularly great mission. Now let's try to find another room. Okay, let's find a room, find a room. Let's try that one. Now, if you want to see the deck I was using, that was it. But that game did not really show much of anything about it. Good tank, good AA, but I guess the gun tank was a bit weak. A bit vulnerable to anti-air. I mean, seed planes. So let's try to see if we can find something that will be more suiting for this deck. Close arrow could be good. Yeah, yep. Let's go with this. That's a better anti-air. Especially against planes. Okay, what else? What could I change? It's pretty balanced. Does the job. Maybe perhaps too much of this. Let's remove these. And a napalm plane. How many? It's 5. That's not interesting. Well, I guess perhaps some phantom could be good. 5 phantom. Thing is that because I focus mostly on the ground, I don't necessarily want to have that great of a combat air patrol, because if I waste them, I don't want to lose many points. So at the same time, that F-15 could be good, but 5, that's good enough. While here, let's see, what can I use that could be good? This thing, yeah, this thing could be good. Naval thing, what can I use that can be useful? Well, because I don't really, this is not a marine deck, so I don't really care. I will take some useful stuff while not necessarily that useful. Because I don't really play much sea battle. Now let's see, nobody joined. There might be another room which is filling up. Let's find one now. Yeah, let's go for this. And now that's pretty much the waiting game. I guess we can make a deck. What kind of deck could we do? I haven't done a Euro core in a while. How about the Marine Euro core? That could will be original. Give me good infantry. So let's put 2 veteran here. Another group of veteran here. These only come in choppers. I prefer VABs. Okay, so these 2 will be my elite troops to clear towns. Mistral is really good anti-air. And I guess some sapper will be good to clear those towns with flames. Sadly, no reservist. Now, command vehicle, 2 type here. Those choppers are really fast, but actually, yeah, I don't really have a other choice. 1 vehicle, no FOB because I don't think this deck will require that many FOBs. That's a good tank. A bit too light to receive enemy fire, but you can deal with it. It's also a good thing to have as recon. Mistral, that's really good here. Must have. And I guess complementary infantry under the form of recon with those commando para. And what else? That's not good. Here, not that great. That can be flexible and useful. Oh wow, that's a limited air force. I still have a lot of points. Oh, completely forgot the support. Caesar, that's really good. Crotal, that's really good. Mistral could be good, but I'm not sure. I think I'll take that as well. A lot of artillery so far. I guess I won't have much of a choice but to take Mistral. So it's mostly an anti-chopper, anti-air deck. Interesting. It's a bit special. Sadly, no choppers. So this deck is not really that great, but I'm sure we can make it work. Actually, let's give it a try now. Pretty sure it will work. Actually, I did a very good Marine NATO deck lately. Ended up having a significantly positive score. It was just globally NATO. It goes like that. So you get yourself some mobile CP, that's useful. You have some chopper here. Some trucks. But it's mostly the air asset which make it good. So Australian Skyhawk. Because they have missiles. That's really good. Norwegian F-16. That's really good. I see the seaplane of the British, Sea Harrier. That's good as well. And Tornado IDS. That's really good. And what else? Oh yeah, Australian F-18. Very good. So, as you can see, high explosive bombs I explosive bombs, I explosive bombs, I explosive bombs. So, and good ECM of 30%, 30%, and 20%, which is good enough. Seaplanes here, and these two here, that's for if you face T-80s or something better. Well, here you get French Milan F2. Delta Force actually pretty good. Fallschirmjäger can be good, but my issue with them is the chopper. Also here, Swedish have good anti-air, very long range. For infantry, that's really good. Get two of them. That Mistral is also, it's not as good. Well, it's good in terms of accuracy, but the range is not as long. Now, I guess since this is a Marine deck, I'll use a Marine. Now, support-wise, of course, a Crotal, a must-have. Chaparral can be good as well. An American PIP Hawk. But I don't know if I need two of those. Actually, I don't. I'm just missing some artillery over here. Let's see. I actually like that MLRS of the Japanese. It's really cheap. That does the job. And here we go with the tanks. So here, M60A1 era. Good stuff. And here for the recons, the Cobra is good in the sense that you can actually suppress the enemy with it. Well, Ferret are also very nice. Oh, I'm starting to be low in points. Over generous. Now let's see what am I... Oh, well. Not sure in the vehicle if I need anything. Actually, that vehicle... I like that vehicle. It's 10 point, 14 AP power. You can spread them around, so they can be good at covering some area. Also, they are very mobile. Now, I'm a bit low in recon. We'll remove one group of marine, or actually maybe one group of anti-air, and let's get more recon. Navy SEAL, that's good. Actually, let's get 4 of them, even though they're just veteran. The thing is that what's interesting about that specific unit is they have a grenade launcher. I think Korean also have grenade launcher, but I don't know if they are available in that marine deck. Now, this is not the numerous deck, but this is also pretty good. And your main strength is, of course, the Air Force. And a few recons and good infantry. Guess I will replace one Delta Force by something else. They only have Carl Gustav, which is I'm a bit sad about. Well, I would like an Henrix or something like that. Yeah, I think I'll get more marine. And we're about to start. Great. Okay, so I have the first marine deck we did with the European, which turned out to be a lot of French stuff. Wow, is it only French stuff? Wow, apparently I have a big French bias in my units. It's just that I have a few tornado of the German. Okay, so what will I do here? I will remove that CP from there and I will move it somewhere useful, hopefully. I think I'll go here. Because I have a marine deck, and which make me not that great against tank, and I'm not that great in the middle either. Well, actually I could be good in the middle, but I think the middle is well covered here by a chopper rush, so they don't need me. Okay, so what do I bring here? Well, the thing is that at the beginning, that zone delta is not that active, so that's why I'm kind of going there. So this way I can go elsewhere if needed. So I will actually. Oh, I have a lot of elite infantry, so I don't really want to bring too many elite infantry. I will send some sapper, and I will send some mistral, and I will send some legionnaire. And I won't send more than that. Oh, kind of missing. Perhaps should have replaced one of those units by choppers. I will send some of these recon tank, which are made of paper, but you never know. They might see something. Now let's see, where do we risk to be weak? Here, this guy seems to be going there. There's a guy here. Should be fine all over. The thing is, I'm really a player which play for the entire team. It's like if somebody need help, it's not rare that I go save them. So here we go. A small train here. What's good about the French, and I suppose that's why I chose them in this deck, is that they are really mobile. That's a good thing. So here I will deploy my sapper here because he's protected from incoming tank fire. So these will go there. That's likely my legionnaire, which will be a bit more exposed. And then my anti-air mistral. So I'm giving chain orders. And there will be a bit of a near-to-air action. Well, this guy did not do well. Now, if he does manage to capture, I will deploy some Mistral to assist him. No, I don't think he will manage. No, I guess it's time to do something about that. There's incoming stuff here. Let's do an airstrike. Hopefully that will hit. Nice, just moving. Just reacted right in time. Now it's time to bring those Mistrals. I will also bring some Legionnaire to a group. And I will hopefully call them quick. So Legionnaire with good anti-tank should do a very good job. Oh damn it, lost 2 more Legionnaire here. Now my seed planes are killing those anti over there. As you can see, those Legionnaire really saved the position. Wow, these things actually take 2 hit. Okay, what are these? Oh, anti-air. Yes, at least protecting them by closing the radar. How did that guy manage to lose this position? Oh, apparently there is even some infantry deployed. Okay, so what I'll do is I will save that place and I will send a vehicle here. I will also send a few things here. I have a marine deck, I should not be doing this. Okay, now it's time to find... Where are these guys? Now there's a high risk of an enemy command vehicle coming there. But since I have a lot of planes... There's additional anti-air there. Haven't lost a plane yet, I think, which is a great sign. I will try to go there. Unload my infantry. Now I seem to be into the losing team. But that's not much of a problem so far, as long as the front hold. Okay, so let's retake this position. We'll send some supper over here, hopefully to retake this position. Now, once this place is secure, I will focus in the center, I think. I guess my advantage right now is that I'm very mobile, so I can save everybody. Kinda. Okay, with those supper, I will verify that there's nobody around here. Now, for example, here you can see that there is actually pretty strong opposition coming. So what I'll do here is I will bring some ATGM. Now they even brought the CP, which I just shot. Now these are Chinese tank. Now here, with my VAB, I will go on the other side of that town. This way I will be protected from their fire. Hopefully. Now, one issue I might have is that this zone, while I'm holding it, is not particularly protected against choppers. It's highly problematic. So I will need to bring some Mistral. Which I will spread around. Here I will bring a commando. It's a recon. This guy is already doing it, but better safe than sorry. Well, here I will need to ensure that this place is secure. Yeah, for example, this zone here is barely protected. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for telling me. Actually lost one guy. So while they shoot my commando, hopefully my Milan will do something about it. Actually, they seem to prioritize my Milan, rightfully so. So what I'll do here is I will bombard. Not much radar planes around. Yeah, I think they're coming there now. There's also a few of them coming from there. So I think what I need to do is secure hotel. And I will come from here. There's also a need for a recon around here, because there might be enemy recon going through that line here. You never know. Also in the back here, there might be a few of them coming, sneaking around. But currently I cannot do much about it. Just removing my commandos. Okay, what I'll do here is I'll bring some commando and deploy them as recon. This place seems to be under pressure, so need to do something to stabilize this. I guess it would have been a great idea to move my ATGM over here. But sadly, this guy is doing the job already. Or, great. That's a great thing, but it's a bad thing for my score. Because he's stealing my kills, right? I will deploy 4 light tank here. They're not worth much, but they can harass the enemy very well. At the same time, this will attract the attention of their artillery, so I'm best to spread my stuff around. It's important to be investing my resource where they are needed. Now, for example, this guy, where he's going, is likely here. So you can suppose that he's going to come over here, perhaps. Oh, TADU, that's a great target. Sadly, not sure. More Spurtender might be able to. Just need more points. Not interesting. B5 just flew by. There's absolutely no anti-air. Oh, that's a fighter, that's not anti-air. No, they seem to be aware that we don't have anti-air. Now that he's aware, I'll bring some. This way he won't be aware of the right thing. Now they're trying to sneak in with some sappery, but my commando are much better. So now that they kill the sappery, I'll pull back here. I will also bring some supplies, perhaps. Might get destroyed, I don't know. Now these are Chinese reservists. Or maybe North Korean? Yeah, North Korean, that's the one. Like, come on, get an angle on those chopper and get rid of them. There we go, much better. Now it's clear that currently we're a bit exposed to a chopper rush, perhaps. I don't have anti-air here. I guess one Mistral unit will have to do. Actually, this guy has some. That's good, that's good. Okay, so what else? What need to be done? I was bombarding my tank with napalm. Not that useful. Oh, we managed to make this CP move. I will actually bring a CP here, since I seem to have a spare one. Now these are valuable. I hope my Mistral will get them. Yeah, the Chaparral did. Yeah, we did lose the CP, which can be an issue. Depends if they actually rush us. I think they will actually rush us. Look at that. Pretty sure that CP is coming for us. But it's a big mistake on his part. That's my impression. Because while my tank are light, they are doing the job. Oh, but they're getting bombarded. I still have those tank intercepting stuff. Now let's see. Oh, chopper rush, of course. Oh, let's see. Might miss. Come on, hit that. Ah, sadly no kill. Well, that was to be expected. Told you. Now they are a bit silly not to actually push. Oh, that's a lot of reservists here. Well, now that they have that position, we need to take it back or we need to contain it. My seaplane managed to kill a few anti-air there. Now let's bombard randomly. I do not have... Oh yeah, I do actually have some good artillery. Not my impression. I'll deploy my artillery here, but that will be to potentially pull them back. Okay, a lot of AA here. Did not see what else was there. I think he's protecting something there. Actually, if I bring my commando para here, I might have an angle there. I don't know. It's possible. Yeah, I think here I'll take a defensive stance. There's no point pushing alone. And what I will need is anti-air. Because with the amount of chopper they have, it's a bit crazy. For example, if they were to come here, I might be exposed. So that's a bit dangerous. And especially now that they have that position, I probably should start building up a system that will control the axis. We still need to get the visual on a proper target here. Okay, so some good anti-air are in that corner, so I will target that. They don't seem to do much anti-artillery work. It's gonna be in my favor. Oh, got something good there. We got something good again. Seem to have a lot of stuff deployed. Yeah, recon. Oh, these Chinese recon, I'm not sure which version that is, but Chinese have usually pretty good recon. There's some anti-air here. Now, how about also chasing down potentially the command vehicle over there? Now, our team seem to be pushing hard here. I'm not sure if it's paying off. Here, actually, I will bombard that position. Or actually, will I bombard that position? I'm not sure. I think I will instead continue to harass the middle. Oh, interesting. It's a good amount of troops to feed me. Now that's the thing, at that kind of range, even my bad tank can do a good job against those tanks. Just look at that. They're getting shot in the back, so that's even worse. Now, I still need to move my artillery somewhere. Let's see. Because if you don't move your artillery, counter-artillery might kill them. I'm thinking they just neglect the middle now. Because they think we won't counterattack. I'm a bit low on troops. Oh wow. Oh, they got slaughtered by choppers. The thing is that by doing those kind of push, force us to deploy a lot of points to react to their air attack, and then they can come around with land forces. Well, that's highly problematic. We know that there's FOBs here, and FOBs are really attractive. So let's hope they try to land. Yep, they do. Oh, that hurt. Okay, now that being said, we still need to push in the middle. While they played a bunch of fools, we need to do serious job in the middle. Oh, that's why. He's on the land. Smart move. Now we need to retake that place there. Faster, yeah. Sure. I don't really have much infantry left. Wow, these guys survive so many hits. It's a bit insane. Okay, now let's artillery the place. I will send some commandos here for recon. There's a CP over here, hopefully you will destroy it. Now, an issue with having my mill there is that they might waste their missile on a bad position or on bad target that they cannot see long enough. How did this guy manage to lose this place again? Oh, that's a good target. Now let's see if there's more anti-air around. Did he drop the bomb? Nope, he did not. No, that's a lot of infantry there. We'll drop some more bombs here. And that will allow me to have an idea where the enemy is. In terms of AA, that's a really cheap plane I'm sending. Not much AA. Now we have a visual. Okay, now let's see back in the middle. I'm lacking good infantry. As you can see, my million are targeting, but they never manage to shoot. Still an even game. A lot of long-range anti-air. I guess they did not appreciate my bombardment. Now, do I have any cheap units left? Nope. Not in terms of air-to-air. I guess I can bring more recon tank. It can be good against infantry. No, I'm neglecting. Oh, they're attacking again with air stuff. They're pulling back already. They must be starting to be low on supplies. Just wish a friendly will leave so I will get more troops. Kinda distracting them a little. I took care of that. I'll move around and attack those Pong Hai, perhaps. Must be starting to be a bit short in troops. Oh, I guess I sent my Legionnaire, but they died. Oh no, they did not. Had a distraction, I guess. Amazing, they survived. Barely. Now that artillery is out of ammo, need to fix this. Where do we have ammo around here? Not much left. Yeah, we really don't have much artillery remaining. What is this stuff? Oh, and that is over. It's a draw. And I did 5,300 points. And I lost 3,000. It's a draw. Oh well. But I think my Air Force did good well. It was a pretty interesting Marine deck. And I think that will be it for today. So I hope you did enjoy that live stream. And I'll see you on the next one.